It's Monday, the 18th of June, and we're not having much luck with weather these days. Today we are heading north from Belle to Brest, we hope. Probably an overnighter. We're hoping to arrive around 1 o'clock, which is when the current will be going into Brest. So we don't want to buck the current there. There's a lot of current in the inlet. So we're leaving with plenty of time, and should be able to get there no problem. But it looks like we're going to have to motor a good part of today. And then tonight we're supposed to get some favorable winds for a change, which hopefully we can ride almost into Brest. So we're sailing after a fashion. We've got the jib out and double reefed main. And the reason for that is we have these very ominous looking clouds in the horizon. So we got some wind, but with a but. So the wind comes with these awful looking storm clouds here. So we're gonna take it halfway. We turned off the motor, put up the sails, but are ready for some nasty weather if it comes with these clouds. We'll see. It's only about 8 knots at the moment, and we're doing about 3 knots. But at least we have the engine off. Could use a bit more wind, but not a whole bunch more. How about moderation? Definitely gonna get some rain, that's for sure. Well, it's about 7 o'clock and we have some decent wind finally. Actually, we've had it for about an hour or so. We've been sailing along pretty nicely. A little late in the day, but hopefully it'll carry us through the evening into the night. Really nice to be moving along, doing about 5 knots, something like that. There's the city of Brest with the big port in front of it. I think it's mainly a military port, but it looks like they also have some shipping. There's a huge marina somewhere around there.
Oh my God, it's a mariner's hat. Little white. Oh, look at it. They're so good lined up together.
French kids on the water.
Having a great time. Splash. No, there's a wave coming. That's not fair.
mainly for kids, it seems like. This is what it looks like in the morning. There's, 100 kids here. We're getting ready for the day of sailing in the boats. Wouldn't mind taking one of those out myself. And it looks like it's laundry day on Metronome.
Hey folks, John mentioned painting and rust removing. And that's a lot of work. And we do that mostly when we are on the hard. But during our trips, one thing that has to be done every summer is the varnishing. Especially last year, I think I used a varnish that was not very good, because the life of this varnish was very short. It was literally 6 months. We did it in Azores. I did it in Azores, and today I'm gonna start working with a different kind of varnish, and that's another job that has to be done every year.
Here's another job in progress. Helena, the varnish queen, attacking the rails on top of the doghouse, which are bereft of varnish after a couple of years.
This one only lasted.
Did we do it last year? I couldn't remember.
I did it in Azores. It was a horrible varnish. It got all yellow and peeling and.
Yeah, it didn't last.
No, horrendous.
Didn't last.
No.
Yeah, well.
As you can see in the video,
You've got your own video going. Yes. Oh, good. All right, we'll look forward to that.
Bye-bye.
So while we're in Brest, we're doing a few projects. And here we have the new chain in place, installed, shackled in. You may wonder what this all is. This is all these little ropes here, these lines, go back to the Aries self-steering system, which doesn't have its paddle on right now. And those are the control lines, so when the Aries is steering, these lines move back and forth and adjust the tiller, the angle of the tiller. And the final link, so to speak, in the chain of control lines here is an actual chain. And the reason it's a chain is that you want to be able to adjust the Aries a little bit, give it a little bias to port or starboard or windward or leeward, just to help it steer sometimes. Normally, right in the middle is perfectly fine, but sometimes you want to give it a little tweak and say give it a little bit of, I don't know, windward bias or something like that, just to make it easier for it to steer. And that's the purpose of that. And also to make it easy to connect and disconnect the self-steering from the tiller, which, by the way, needs some varnish. I'm just noticing that. Really adorable looking little boat on the hard, getting painted. Got some legs, so it stands up by itself. Really cool. Wouldn't mind having a boat like that myself someday. So it's almost 10 o'clock here, and just to, Helene and I just decided that this was really weird, that it's almost 10 o'clock at night, and it's not even dark yet. The sun is still up. Elena teaches 4 guys how to plug the hose in. They're like, how do we plug this hose in? Completely mystified. This looks like fun. Bunch of little kids hanging around. Except for the 40-foot sheer drop. Right next to this. No guardrail. No nothing. Just right there. Big drop. Literally 40 foot to concrete. I find this very interesting. Some kind of life-saving exhibition here. They have all the volunteer lifeguard people that go out and save boats, and the professionals. And they have the beach. They have all kinds of demonstrations. A life raft out there. Life-saving dogs, very important. Apparently a very important part of French life-saving. Apparently the dogs can go rescue people and drag them back to the beach. Good things for kids to do. Go out and climb into a life raft. You just need to be able to swim out. It's only about 100 meters or so. Apparently that isn't a problem. Well, they saved half of it anyway.
Des peluches pour les Terre-Neuve.
Les pompiers. Luckily, where there's French, there's booze. This is how we meet people. We got our Brazilian flag up there, because when Brazilians see that, they come over and say hello. We have an OCC, Ocean Cruising Club flag. There's an OCC boat right on the other side of us here, so I have to go over and say hello to them. And a Seven Seas Cruising Association flag. We have our French courtesy flag. It's a beautiful day in Brest. We're thinking of leaving on Monday. We went into Brest to the port authorities there and got an appointment for tomorrow, so I think we'll be checking out tomorrow and then actually leaving on Monday, if the weather cooperates.